Hi loves, welcome to the Nourished Heiress channel. My name's Denise. I'm a registered dietitian and I lost body fat. And I stayed lean by tracking my food and of course exercising. I'm going to show you exactly how I track my food. I use Cronometer. I'm going to use my computer to share my screen, but I will also show you how I use the app on my phone. So I bookmarked it. It's cronometer.com. And as you can see, I have already had my coffee. I leave my coffee under the uncategorized section, like right here. This is the uncategorized section. That's where I put my coffee. And then I have the breakfast category and then lunch. I haven't had dinner yet. But as you can see, like so far, I have had most of my calories for the day. Well, half of my calories for the day. So one thing I love about Cronometer is that you can add custom recipes on there. So if, let's say you're making a recipe. I have a recipe pulled up just to show you. It's one of my favorite recipes. It's called a white bean chicken chili, but I've modified it by just adding more veggies on there. So something that I love about Cronometer is like you can copy the URL and then paste it on here. So you go to foods and then you go to custom recipes. Then you go to import a recipe. You can enter the URL. And look, see, it's beginning to read the recipe. And look, it pops up. It auto-populates on there, which is so cool. And then you can change the serving size. So it'll show you like how much of that. Sometimes it's not as accurate, so you can change this. Like this, for example, the chicken breast was, you can change it to whatever you want. But let's say 1 pound. It's 1 pound of chicken. This recipe calls for 1.5 pounds, but I always use 1 pound of chicken for the recipe. So yeah, it'll show you exactly how many like calories and see how much protein you get, how many carbs. You also get to see the micronutrients of things. Okay, it'll show you all the fats. It'll show you each amino acid that you're getting from each protein. And like micronutrients, you get to see the vitamins, the minerals. It's really cool. I love it. We used this a lot in college to work on our pretend patients. Whenever we were like assessing their dietary needs, we would always use Cronometer. There are more like professional ones that you like have to pay for and stuff, but this one is great. I do pay, I forget how much I pay per month. I'll put the number on the screen here, but I pay that annually and then I get no ads while I'm putting my food in. I think it's worth it. So you can add a custom recipe to your recipes, like custom recipes on your account, or you can actually copy all of the ingredients from a recipe, which I use this a lot because some of the URLs are not like transferable onto the app. So it's nice when you can just copy all of the ingredients from a recipe that you find on Pinterest or Google or whatever, and then you press import recipe again, and then you put copy and paste ingredients. You can literally just paste them. Okay. Import. And see, it's working again. So this chicken situation is it's not reading the chicken, but that's okay. we'll do one pound of chicken, which is like 16 ounces. But yeah, as you can see, there are some things like that you do have to like scan the list and make sure it's right. But no, yeah, look, it's like pretty dang accurate. And then you can put like the number of servings per recipe. This recipe has 6 servings, so you're able to see all of that through that, which is so cool. I have some custom recipes on my account that I've already made. So what you can also do, if you're following a recipe that you create, what you can do is you can just add create recipe, and then you just, as you're cooking, you can start adding the recipes, the ingredients on here to make your own recipe. And you can name it like, you know, Denise's pancakes. Whatever you want to make. And then you just start adding the ingredients like flour. I feel like this is really nice. Let's switch onto the phone. Let me record my screen for you guys. Okay, so see, this is what it looks like on the phone. It's the same as on the desktop. So let's pretend that today is Thursday. So tomorrow. Let's pretend today is tomorrow. So, and then I'm gonna drink my coffee for the day. So I'm starting to add the stuff. Honestly, you guys, it's become second nature. I just add it on there. It works so well. Okay, so first it's gonna be the espresso. I always have 2 shots of espresso. So it's like 2 doubles. And so I just add that on there. And heavy cream, I like to have within under 10 grams of heavy cream. You see how it says 12 right there? That's because today when I was adding the heavy cream, I accidentally added too much, so that's why it says 12. But no, we want 10 or less. But yeah, okay, so 10, it's usually 10. And then I add the milk. It says 246 right now because I made a smoothie earlier for lunch and I added 246 grams of milk into my smoothie, so that's why it says that amount. But usually I like to have within 160 to 165 grams of milk in my coffee. I just feel like that just tastes the best, you know. I used to love just having heavy cream in my coffee, but once I started tracking my food, I'm like, I was horrified, you guys, by the amount of fat I was getting from the heavy cream in the morning. Oh my goodness, it was a whole thing. But okay, so you see that, and then if we add, let's say we're adding breakfast. So usually when I make eggs, I always use 1 teaspoon of olive oil. I've tried to use less. I've tried to use a half a teaspoon of olive oil, but it's not enough. It's not enough to cook the eggs, so I have to use 1 teaspoon. And then you can see that it's going on there. And I do usually always have eggs either for breakfast or for lunch. So let me add the eggs. See, it's already auto-populated as 2 eggs. So I add the eggs. Oh, do you see all that fat? You see that? So then let's just play around. Like sometimes I'll have the Dave's bread. I'll have a slice. That gives me a little more carbohydrates. And then if you wanted to, this is what I love about this app, is like you can just plan out your meals and see if you're gonna get your daily nutrients. So that's what I always like to do when I'm tracking, when I'm meal planning. I see if the meal that I'm making is gonna give me enough, you know, like all of my macronutrients. I did recently have to eat more calories because I calculated my weight, and it says I have to eat more calories now. And you guys, it's been hard. I don't even know. It's been hard eating more calories because that means I have to eat more. So it's been a whole thing. So I'm actually, like today, that's why I'm only halfway with my caloric needs, is because I bumped up my calories. So now I just have to find a way to eat more calories. Hey, which is great. It's great. But now I just have to meal plan some more. But as you can see, it's really nice because you get to test out different recipes. Like, let's add the chili recipe that I was showing you on the computer. So it's the healthy white chili, chicken chili. And we're gonna add 1 serving. It's gonna be 1 serving. Okay, so if we had that for dinner, you see how much that bumped it up? It bumped it up to a lot. Like, if I delete it, look, let me delete the dinner. Yeah, watch. See? You see that? So that's why I really like that recipe, because it's like really well balanced. It's low in fat, so that means I can have like eggs and stuff, you know, in the morning, and then it balances out the rest of the day, depending on what I have for lunch, of course. But if I were to plan out my whole day, like today I had a smoothie, so I had milk, what was it, like 246 grams of milk, and then I had, what else did I have? I had pineapple. Oh yeah, I had pineapple. I'm almost out of pineapple, so I have to go get more pineapple from the store, or actually mango. I'm gonna get more mango. I had put protein powder in there, and then I had put, what else did I put in there? Banana. I put a banana in there. Okay, so do you see how now it's like more balanced? And then if I were to add the chili for dinner, do you see? I'm almost there. It's like really nice. So I have to find out what I'm gonna eat to get more calories. I have to do a lot more meal prepping. But yeah, this is actually a great way for you to meal prep. You can, when you're planning out your meals for the week, just plan them out, but try to put them, if you have to add recipes onto the app, put them in there and see how they're going to line up with what you eat that week, with breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and then you'll see how many nutrients you get. It's honestly so helpful, and I owe this and exercise to my weight loss, you guys. That's what did it. But I hope you enjoyed this video, you guys. I love you so much. I love you so much. Take care. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Love you. Bye. Mwah.